You've probably heard the buzz. One of the most talked about fights in recent boxing history is set to happen. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. It's a matchup that has the boxing world split in two. Some call it a super fight destined for greatness. Others warn it might be a huge mistake, especially for Crawford. Why? Because this isn't just any fight. It's a battle of size, skill, and legacies, and it's set to test everything we thought we knew about both men. Let's start with the obvious. Terence Crawford is a welterweight champ known for his sharp boxing IQ, lightning-fast counters, and uncanny ability to adjust mid-fight. But now he's making a huge leap, jumping up 2 weight classes to fight at super middleweight, which means he's moving up 21 pounds. That's a big deal. Moving up even one division is risky, but two? It's a gamble that could either cement his place as an all-time great or expose him to danger. On the other side, you have Canelo Alvarez, a man who has dominated the super middleweight division for years. He's famous for breaking down fighters with body shots so brutal they seem almost unfair. Bigger, stronger, and with a granite chin, Canelo has repeatedly proven he can hang with guys much bigger than himself. His resume at 168 pounds is stacked with knockouts and victories over some of boxing's best. So what happens when Crawford, a master tactician and speedster, steps into the ring against Canelo, a physical powerhouse with a killer instinct? This question has boxing experts, trainers, and fans debating fiercely. And that debate is what makes this fight so electrifying. Let's look at what the experts are saying and why so many of them are siding with Canelo. Jaron Ennis, a top prospect himself, advised Crawford to take a warm-up fight at 160 pounds first before diving straight into the deep end at 168. Ennis warns that Canelo's history of knocking out bigger men means Crawford is stepping into a world of trouble if he doesn't build his power and conditioning at a closer weight first. Crawford, a former unified super middleweight champion, has been blunt about his expectations. He predicts Crawford won't last beyond 6 rounds, if that. According to Frock, Canelo's strength and bodywork will tear Crawford apart early, and anyone hoping for a competitive fight is setting themselves up for disappointment. Frock's words come from experience. He knows what it takes to compete at this weight and believes Crawford is outmatched physically. Then there's Abel Sanchez, the man who trained Gennady Golovkin. He called the matchup ridiculous, pointing out Crawford hasn't shown the power or physical growth needed to compete at super middleweight. Sanchez said Crawford would need a knockout to win, which many see as an unrealistic expectation given Canelo's size and durability. Sparring insider Corn Davis, who has worked with both fighters, also sides with Canelo. He highlights the Mexican star's size and physical makeup as a clear advantage. Davis says that while skill matters, having size and strength can often be the deciding factor in these big fights. Joel Diaz, a respected coach, doesn't hold back either. He calls it stupid to think Crawford can beat Canelo given the size and power disparity. Diaz points to Crawford's underwhelming move from 147 to 154 pounds, where his power didn't translate well, and warns that moving up to 168 will be an even tougher challenge. Diaz says Canelo can take punches from Crawford, but Crawford won't be able to handle Canelo's counters. Mikey Garcia, one of the best fighters of his generation, echoes this concern. While acknowledging Crawford's incredible talent, Garcia emphasizes that size matters a lot in this fight. He doubts Crawford's power will carry up and believes Canelo's strength and experience at 168 give him a big edge. With this, many experts warning Crawford about the physical disadvantage, it might seem like the fight is already decided. But Crawford has plenty of supporters ready to defend his chances. Crawford himself is confident. He talks about his elite fight IQ, his ability to adapt and switch stances mid-fight, and his plans to outsmart Canelo rather than try to outpower him. Crawford believes he doesn't need a knockout to win. He plans to feel out Alvarez early, then pick apart his weaknesses with sharp counters and movement. Jose Benavidez Jr., a fellow fighter, believes Crawford's intelligence and unpredictability give him a real chance. He points out that size doesn't win fights alone and praises Crawford's mindset going into the bout, focused on winning, not just surviving. Bill Haney, Crawford's manager, is so confident he placed a $100,000 bet on his fighter. Haney also voiced concerns about doping in Canelo's camp and warned Crawford to be cautious both inside and outside the ring. Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's legends, offered his advice to Crawford to keep his speed and technique razor sharp to overcome the size difference. Pacquiao knows what it's like to fight bigger men and believes Crawford's speed could be the key. Looking at Crawford's career, it's clear he's faced tough competition before. He's fought some of the hardest hitters in boxing: Yurkis Gamboa, Egidijus Kavaliauskas, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence Jr. all brought serious challenges. Crawford's experience facing bigger and stronger opponents could give him the edge he needs to neutralize Canelo's power. The press conference for this fight was filled with tension, with both fighters declaring they're different and ready to prove it. It wasn't just hype, you could see the fire in their eyes. Both men know this is more than just a fight. It's a battle for legacy. Technically, the fight promises to be fascinating. Canelo has proven he can take punches from the hardest hitters in the division, including light heavyweights, and keep moving forward. His body shots and pressure style wear opponents down slowly but effectively. Crawford, meanwhile, is known for his footwork, reach, and ability to control the ring with precise counters. The big question: can Crawford's speed and boxing IQ keep Canelo at bay long enough to outscore him? Or will Canelo's relentless pressure and power punches break through Crawford's defenses? Fans are divided as well. Some have raised concerns about Crawford's bulk at 168, wondering if he's lost some of the speed that made him so dangerous. Others believe he looks stronger and more prepared than ever. There's also speculation about whether the heated press conference moments were real or staged to hype the fight. Regardless, UFC President Dana White is co-promoting the event, promising to turn this boxing showdown into a mega spectacle with crossover appeal to MMA fans. When it comes to how the fight might play out, there are two major scenarios. If the fight goes the distance, Crawford's technical skills and ring IQ could help him outbox Canelo and take a decision win. But if the fight ends early, it almost certainly favors Canelo, whose knockout power at super middleweight is proven and dangerous. Both fighters will need to avoid mistakes. Crawford cannot afford to get caught by Canelo's heavy punches, and Canelo must find a way to handle Crawford's speed and unpredictable style. In the lead up to fight night, the hype will only grow louder. Legends remain divided. Fans are passionate and vocal, and the stakes could not be higher. Belts, legacy, pride, and bragging rights all hang in the balance. So here's the question to you: who walks away with the belts on September 13th? Will Crawford's intelligence and adaptability topple the mighty Canelo, or will Canelo's power and experience prove too much? The answer is coming, and it will be one for the history books.